Good morning. Hey y'all. Wow, it's been a while. I've missed y'all. So, yeah, y'all, it's early. It is early. But it's been a while since I talked to y'all and since I've seen y'all. So I was just coming on here. I'm on my way to, because today is 20 weeks. Today makes 20 weeks for me and Lil Bean. Hey, Bean. And so we are on the way to see our doctor. And yes, we are 20 weeks this week. So we are halfway through, y'all. Woo. And as y'all can tell, like, I'm pretty sure y'all can tell, yeah, I'm starting to get the pregnancy face. And I am one of those women that that carries pregnancy in her face, all in my nose, all in my cheeks, and everything else. So I'm already starting to get it. So I just wanted to check in with y'all and see what's going on, because it's been a while and I got so much going on. So I'm working. I just finished seeing one of my clients. So I've been seeing clients all day, every day, and that's pretty much what I've been up to and why everything has been, like, I haven't really been on here a whole lot because I started working, and so that's kind of gotten pretty hectic, trying to figure out my schedule and trying to schedule my clients and make sure that everybody gets seen and all my work gets done and stuff. So, but I have missed y'all. I have, but I'm gonna get back on it though now that I have gotten, because it's been some weeks now. So I'm pretty good now at I've gotten my schedule kind of down packed and know what it's looking like. So I'll be back up here more often now. So me and Lil Baby. But yeah, so now I'm on my way to my doctor this morning, because this is the midway point. So I believe I'm gonna be getting I'm gonna be doing the anatomy scan. It's so much to talk about. I'm gonna talk to y'all some more about some other things, because there's been a lot going on as far as the pregnancy is concerned. Not a lot of exciting things, of course, just kind of basic standard things, a lot of testing. So I'll talk to y'all about that maybe later on when I close this vlog out. But a lot of testing for me and for Baby, and James had to get tested for some things too, because of what they found. So I'll talk to y'all about that probably a little bit later. Yeah, maybe a little bit later when I close out the vlog. But I just wanted to come on here and check on y'all and to check in, really, because I know it's been a while. But everything is going well, y'all. We are just hanging in there, me and Baby. So I'll have to show y'all what we looking like, because as you can tell, yeah. So, but that's all right. That's all right. So, but anyway, I'm on the way to the doctor now. So y'all know how it go. I'll probably follow up afterwards. Let y'all know how everything went after the appointment is over, and then and then we'll talk a little later. All right, y'all, see y'all later. So as you guys can see, it's a different day. And I started this vlog yesterday when we were at the doctor, or when we were going to the doctor. But my day just got so hectic, and I was just seeing clients and getting work done for my job, and I just wasn't able to get back to coming back up here to close out that vlog. So I was like, I'll just do it tomorrow. So here we are. I'm coming back in to check back in, and to so I had decided, well, since I'm going to do it on another day, I may as well just go ahead and do a whole update. I've been wanting to do a halfway, I've been wanting to do like a halfway
through update anyway, because we are at 20 weeks. And actually today makes about 20 weeks and 5 days. So I wanted to just, do an update and let you guys know how I have been doing over the last, or how me and my husband have been doing over the last several weeks. As I mentioned before yesterday, work has been really, like, there's a lot been going on. So yeah. But so this is gonna be a 20-week update, and this is also gonna be covering a little bit about the doctor's appointment. So I'm kind of gonna like mix them in together. So here we go. Let's start. Okay, first thing is first, test results. So as you all know, being pregnant, there are tons of tests that are always and constantly being done and conducted, just to make sure that baby is okay. And then especially since we are seeing a high-risk doctor, we have the normal test, but we also have a bunch of other stuff to do for the high-risk doctor, and vice versa. It goes back. I mean, they kind of bounce off of each other, and they kind of work together in some sense, but there are still things. But anyway, so we've had a ton of tests run. Everything from glucose to genetic, and I mean the list goes on. So as far as me though, like the latest test that I've had to take was the glucose test. And the glucose test is the test that they give you. They usually do it midway through. So we did the glucose test, and it just tests to see if a mother is going to have gestational diabetes, which is to be a diabetic, but only for the pregnancy. That's what gestational diabetes is. So that's what the glucose test, and every pregnant woman or every woman who's ever been pregnant or had a baby knows about the glucose test that comes midway through. So we had that, and yay, I passed. Everything was fine with my numbers. As a matter of fact, I was within the range, but I was on the lower end of the range. So I wasn't like anywhere near the middle or even the higher end where there was any risk. So it doesn't look like. So I passed the glucose test fine. Everything was good. So I don't have to worry about gestational diabetes. The other type of test that we've had done the most is genetic testing. So genetic testing is done basically all through. I've been getting genetically tested for stuff since I have been going to the doctor. And so we've had testing from Down syndrome to chromosomal abnormalities, and all sorts of other abnormalities that they have tested for. And so all throughout, like for the most part, not for the most part, everything has been fine. Everything has been normal. Everything has come back, no problems, no issues. However, this latest round of testing was done about 3 weeks ago, and basically it was just a carrier test. So it was a test to test me to see if I was a carrier for it. And I won't even go through the list of things that a mother could potentially be a carrier for. I mean, you can imagine though. So I won't even go through that long list, but there's a ton of things that a mother could be a carrier for. All sorts of diseases, all sorts of illnesses, and all sorts of abnormalities, everything. So that was the round of testing that I had done about 3 weeks ago, and everything came back. But almost everything came back normal, fine. I was not a carrier for 99% of the things that was on that list, but there was one. And so my doctor called me, and she told me that everything, the testing had come back. Everything looked good except for that I was a carrier. She was telling me that I was a carrier for a muscular disease, which was very interesting to me, because I was like, that's interesting, because I don't know anything about my family history as far as muscular diseases go. And so that kind of was like, I was like, raised my eyebrows, like, really? Out of everything? That was what? So she was like, yeah, so turns out I am a carrier for a muscular disease. Now, what does that mean for me? Obviously nothing, absolutely nothing, because there's nothing wrong with me. I don't have any muscular disease or any muscular abnormalities, but I am a carrier for it. What that also means is that we had to test James. So that was the next step. We had to test James and see, because if he were to be a carrier for the muscular disease, then there would be about a 25% chance that baby would have it. If he was not a carrier for the disease, then we could just go on with our lives. It would mean absolutely nothing. There was zero chance, basically, the doctor said, that anything would come of it for baby. So they took blood from him. So at that next appointment we went to, they drew blood from him, had it tested, and praise God, praise God, because we had to kind of sit by for a week or two, a couple weeks while the tests get run, and then we had to wait for the results. But by the grace of God, like James, he got tested for the same list of carrier things as well. And by the grace of God, all of his came back normal. There was nothing there. You know, he had a completely normal testing result. So basically, it means nothing for us. Like, we can just kind of go on and be like, okay. So that was a deep breath and a deep sigh of relief. Next, ultrasounds. We have, as you all know, we have been having a ton of ultrasounds done. Now, more than the normal, because normally with a pregnancy, you only get about 4, I believe. And I don't even think it's 4. I think it's like 2 or 3. You definitely get one during the at the beginning, like kind of like a confirmation, and then you get one midway when they do the anatomy, and then like I think it's maybe one more after that. But of course, because we have been seeing a high-risk doctor every single time we go to the high-risk doctor, not the OB, but every single time we go to the high-risk doctor, we get an ultrasound. And so like we're just ultrasound. So we've had a ton. The latest one, I don't even know if y'all can really see this. I mean, these two right here are just like, what is that? But this is the only one that somewhat shows you baby. I don't know if you can even really see it. That's baby's head, body, and feet over here. So that kind of shows you maybe just a little. I just don't think that these are really good ultrasound pictures. I mean, that's just me. But the important thing was, because this was our anatomy scan yesterday, because it was our anatomy scan, we got to spend a lot of time looking at baby. We did have to close our eyes a few times because we still have not decided to know the gender, which I'll talk about that in a minute. And so we still have decided not to know the gender as of today, as of right now. And so like there were a few times we had to close our eyes because she was like, okay, I got to get pictures down there, so close your eyes. And so it was so funny, and we just got to see baby doing all of this moving. It was so like precious. Oh my gosh. So so that was that. One thing that did happen at this anatomy scan, we did have I had a little bit of an emotional moment. Because the ultrasound tech, so I'm going to tell you this little story about what happened. So the ultrasound tech was doing the scan, everything was good. So then she, at the end, she said, I want to look at your placenta. And so, but I want to look at it vaginally. So instead of doing like the scan, just scanning it across my stomach, we had to do the vaginal one. Okay. So looked at it and she was like, oh. She said, I would say, this is what she said. She said, I would say it's about marginal. Yeah, I would say it's about marginal. That's all she said. And then, so I was like, okay, so what does that mean? Like, is that a good thing? Is that good? Is it bad? Is it not? She was like, and then y'all, she was like, that'll be the doctor's call. Excuse me, what? So of course, like in that moment, I can't even tell y'all like what happened to me, like, cause my stomach just dropped in that moment, cause I don't like it, and it just automatically took me back because when you get ultrasound techs do not tell you anything. They never, any type of ultrasound you get, for whatever reason, ultrasound techs don't tell you anything. Even though they can see, even though they might know, they never are under any obligation, and they can't tell you. So they'll always say, well, let the doctor tell you, or the doctor's gonna come in and talk to you. So that's always the routine. And I was just like, okay. And so that, in that moment, like as I was getting back dressed, because she was like, you're gonna meet with the doctor and the doctor will talk to you. And I was like, okay. And so I had to take, y'all, I really did have to take a deep breath. And James was like, look, chill, don't sweat it. We getting ready to talk to the doctor, and James was like, listen, we just heard a healthy heartbeat. We just saw a healthy, moving, active baby. And so it can't be so bad. So I'm like, I know, but it was taking me back to a place. And I really had to like take deep breaths and was like, okay. So anyhow, I got dressed. We ended up going into the doctor's office, and we talked with the midwife. And she told me that I have what they call placenta previa. And I was like, okay, what is placenta previa? Because I've never heard of this. I've never really, and this wasn't it. I don't think it was an issue last time. I didn't get half the testing I got last time as I gotten this time. So I was like, I never really heard of that. So then she showed us on the computer what it was. And so basically, it's where the placenta, so the placenta is supposed to position itself on the top of the uterus, which is above the baby. And so as long as it's sitting up there, that's where it normally positions itself. Now so in our case, it wasn't all the way down at the bottom, but it was like halfway. It was almost there. So she was right. The tech was right about marginal, because the placenta has a couple options. It will either sit on the top of your uterus, where it's just completely clear of the cervix of your cervix at the bottom. It can sit to the side, which is kind of like, okay, it's not all the way in optimal position, but okay. And then there's halfway covering the uterus, which is at the bottom. And your cervix, the cervix where the baby comes out of. So, and then there's the position where it's completely blocking the cervix. So that would be the most not ideal position, is where it would be blocking the cervix, because that's where the baby comes out. So ours is in the middle, so it's not quite an optimal position, but it is down. So I was like, okay. She was like, but don't worry, because she said it's covering my cervix a little bit. And so she said, but don't worry, because she said it usually, when women have these kinds of things, or when women have this, they usually, especially since you're halfway through, you're almost in the clear. And she said, she said probably by the next time you come, it won't be blocking. You will be completely out of the clear. So I was like, okay. And like literally in that moment, I just cried. And because she was explaining all of this to us, and as she was explaining to this, I think I wasn't even really hearing. Now James was, and I wasn't even hearing much of what she was saying, because it just sounded muffled to me, because it was like, to hear anything that's not perfect, or not, not going smoothly the way it's supposed to go naturally, it's natural. It's one of those things. It's just part of the process of walking through pregnancy after stillbirth. And that was a reality for me. In that moment, reality had hit me, that this is part of the journey. It's part of it's part of being pregnant after a trauma, after a stillbirth. So, of course, she was like, well, why are you crying? And I said, because I just don't want anything to be wrong. Like, I want things to just go the way that they're supposed to go. That's it. She was like, you will be okay. She was like, and I understand, I've been doing this a long time, and I'm she was like, I really am you know, I'm with you, and especially with what y'all have gone through. So I can imagine how you're feeling. She said, but women who have this, the placenta previa that she's talking about, she's like, usually it moves itself. So she was like, I don't want you to worry too much. I know how you're feeling. She was really gentle with us. Of course, she's like, I know, but I don't want you to worry too much. She's like, don't. She said, because probably by the next time you come in here, it will be where it's supposed to be. Because you're just that in the clear of it. It's not completely blocked. You're not in the worst position where it's completely blocking your cervix. She's like, it's up. It's just not where in the optimal all the way at the top. So I was like, okay. And so that was that. So I just had to kind of pull myself back together, and everything was fine. So that was that. So yeah, like I said, it was just one of the realities in that moment that this is pregnancy after stillbirth. It really is. It has its scary moments. It just does. And I was in that moment, you know, to see that ultrasound tech like go into that space where I don't like, because I don't like when techs can't tell you anything. Like they just have to let the doctor tell you, and it's like, but you see it. Tell me. And then so that kind of scared me a little, and then we got in the doctor and she actually told me what it was, and I was like, okay, is this a major problem? She's like, no, it's not a major problem. She's like, baby is growing the way the baby is supposed to. So she did say, so that means the placenta is doing its job. So that means, you know, you don't have to, there's nothing wrong with your placenta. It's just the positioning of it. And she said, and then most times it corrects itself. So I was like, okay. So that was that. So there you have it. Scary moment for me. Of course, James handled it like a G. He was like, yeah, she doesn't hear things the way I hear, but I understand what you're saying, you know, that we don't have to sweat this right now. And we really don't even have to, you know, it's not a big deal. So, anywho, okay, my health and my weight. So, my health, y'all, has been optimal, honestly. Other than, you know, not talking about the physical aspect, where at the beginning it was really rough. Like I was just sick, that all sorts of food aversions to everything basically. And, you know, so going from that, and then I lost weight too. I dropped weight because I wasn't really eating. But at this point, we are at the halfway mark. And I have officially, doctor said, I have gained officially 10 pounds. So very healthy weight gain. And like I said earlier, I know y'all can tell. Like, I know you can. I'm definitely one of the women who carry pregnancy all up in here. So, because I have a round face. So, yeah. Anyway, it don't matter. So my health is optimal. Everything is great. My weight gain, she was like, even with 10 pounds at this point, that's still good. It's not bad. So the last thing I want to talk to y'all about, this gender reveal. So we have decided to reveal the gender this time. We have mutually decided that this time that we will actually find out prior to. So we are going to be doing a Thanksgiving gender reveal. So excited. I can't tell y'all. I've never been this excited, because last time I was totally fine with going all the way to the end, not knowing and just not finding out until we had baby. But this time it's a little bit more sensitive for me. So I'm like, no, I think I want to know. So James was like, hey, if you want to know, let's get it. Find out. So we have decided to do a gender reveal. So we're going to be doing a Thanksgiving gender reveal. So I really want y'all to, you know, tune in. And I really want y'all to like stay tuned for that, because yeah, it's going to be, what they say, lit. So yes, I'm really excited though, for real, y'all, because we're going to be doing it. So we're going to be vlogging during the Thanksgiving holiday, but also after dinner, we are going to be revealing the gender. So if you aren't already a subscriber to this channel, like, you might want to subscribe so you can follow and hit your notification bell so you'll know when we do post videos. I'm going to be posting stuff in between there, but I just wanted to let y'all know about this gender reveal, the details. So yes, we're gonna be doing it for Thanksgiving, and we're gonna do it after dinner. So y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be exciting. I'm excited. James is finally excited. And then I know my family will be as well. So that's it, y'all. Like, I just wanted to come up here for a few minutes and talk to y'all about the you know, how everything has been going. And I just wanted to you know, update y'all while I was at it. So kind of like, this is a closing out of the vlog from yesterday from the doctor visit, but it's also like just a quick little 20-week update. And yeah, so if you have any questions, just feel free to let me know. But we're excited. So y'all come along, continue to share this journey, because we are almost there. And baby is kicking and moving and looking good. So we're excited. So we're almost there. So anyway, thank you again for taking the time out of your day to come and share a part of mine. And I will talk to y'all in the next video. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.